What's happening, folks? Can you guys hear me? If I can find that. We're listening to the Basements. It's bands from Greece. This came out 2010. It's like garage revival. It's really good. The whole, it's an EP. Anyway, the reason I'm playing this is I just got the couple new Rogue 7-inch releases, and the Basements were on Rogue label, and I looked into them a little bit, and I found this, and man, this is the one you want right here. The Basements. 2010 Greece. Alright, I got a pretty big stack of records here today to show you. I don't know how long this is going to take. And I got some 45s here, and I'm hoping I can fit all this in. So let's get on. The first band is a newer Detroit punk band, and the name of their band is Fen Phen. And you may know that name from the diet pill, the deadly diet pill. But this is 45 RPM. It's got quite a few songs on it. From 2024. And so they had 165 copies on black and 165 on white. And here I got the black. Here's the label. But they're hardcore punk, and they're newer. I think they had a cassette that came out first, and then this one came out, and then recently I just got this. Oops. In Your Sights. This is Fen Phen, and this one's from 2025. Came in this bag, and I just wanted to. Richie's probably having a fit. He gets very upset with people when they're not prepared for the videos. But if he's even watching this. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's a Ziploc bag, and then it's got the Fen Phen pill stamped all over it. Came with this patch for your jacket, and then here's the record, or the album. Really good stuff. Detroit coming out with more punk. Here's the label. So I looked to see if these guys were playing anywhere, but I guess most of their gigs they show up on Bandcamp. So that's how I got friended them or followed them on Facebook. So that was pretty cool, and that comes with the bag and then the patch. Alright, now I've been watching this channel. Oops, get this stuff out of here. And this guy's obviously from the Portland area. He's a musician, and he shows pretty much Portland bands. He does openings of their records and then plays it. But this one he played the other day was really good. I like this band. It's a punk band out of Portland, Oregon called Girl Drink Drunks after 9 p.m. This one came out 2024. It's on yellow vinyl. Well, here's the label. Really good punk. It's yellow. Yeah, I've been buying a few of the records that he's been playing. It's really good. So there's a pretty good scene going on in Portland, and I'm just following him. Ooh, let me turn this thing off. All right. And this other thing I found, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this, the U-Men. These guys were out of Seattle. They were in just before grunge hit. They're a punk, post-punk, some call it art punk. But this is this was put out by Sub Pop, and it's a box set basically, but it's their entire works of everything they did. I believe they had one album and a bunch of singles, so it includes the album and then all the singles, but you get 3 records in here, and I'll show you the labels. Kind of boring, just got pictures of them, but every cover's different. Housed in this nice box. You can see them on YouTube. It's really good stuff. And then comes with this booklet. Pretty thick paper here, but it's just got a bunch of pictures and a bio of the band, gigs they were playing at. But yeah, pretty cool. If you don't know them, check them out. Good shot of the band. All right. Now, I was talking to Ron, Hogsy Report, last week. Maybe it was the week before. And he was telling me to check this band out. All My Friends Are Dead by the Consumers. Generation of Now. Phoenix punk rock. I believe this is from well, it originally came out in 95, but I think the recordings were from 1980. Here's the some of the gigs and stuff they did. And then here's the it's on In the Red. Now, I think if I have the story right, they were ridiculed out of town because of they were playing punk music, and all the metalheads and didn't appreciate them. So I think they ended up going to California, if that's the correct story. I'm not sure, but anyway, this is the inner sleeve, and it opens up like this because the glue came off. But really good. I listened to it on Discogs a little bit, and then I ended up purchasing it. I enjoyed it. But that was, 95 it originally came out. All right. Man, what are we doing on time here? All right. This next one is The Boyfriends out of New York. They had I got the single up there somewhere in my Power Pop box, but originally on Bomp Records, and it's the song I Don't Want Nobody, I Want You. And these are all recordings from 76 to 78. There's also 76 demo recording from a home studio, early stuff. But this is really good power pop. Here's your label. And they had 2 singles. They didn't have a whole lot. And then I think there was a comp, including this one, or 2 comps that were put out later. But yeah, if you can get that single, or just get this, better yet. All right, what do we got here? Oh, is this the, yeah, here's the sleeve. There's the single right there. All right, and we got another Cramps record. The Cramps Black Leather. This was recorded live at the Stone in San Francisco on the 13th of May, 1980. And it's one of the final shows with Brian Gregory. And this sounds really good for a Cramps bootleg, but the only problem is his voice is out front too much. The band is the audio is good, but oops, I don't know if I showed you the label there, but it's just the voices are too much out front. So it's not bad. And then here's the back. We need more Cramps bootlegs. All right. Next, I have the UK Subs, Left for Dead, Alive in Hell in 1986. Now this is I believe an FM broadcast from 86. This is one of those boots that you can get at Millions of Records. I think double record set was $14. This sounds excellent. The audio on this sounds like you're live right there. But yeah, 2023. This was reissued or redone many times, and it's like I said, the audio on it's excellent. And it came with 2 records, and they're both on this clear, which I don't care for clear vinyl. It's hard to find the tracks, And then there's a label, second one. Punk band out of the UK. I don't have to say that I think everybody knows. And then also when I bought those Clash live records too when I bought this stuff. And yeah, it's cheap and it sounds great. Anyway, this one's the Vice Squad, and this is the Riot City years. Basically, this is their first 3 EPs, 7 inches, and then their third one, it has the demos for it, Out of Reach and So What's for the 80s and Sterile. But I've got that. That's the first single, I believe. That's the one I've got. Anyway, it comes on this yellow vinyl. Here's the label. But yeah, it's all, this is what you want. This is their early singles, and everything's on here. And cheap. Yeah, I don't know, 12 or 14 bucks for that. All right, next one. This is a lot here. Let's see. Let me show you this first. This is Twisted Dream Machine, and this is the Paisley Underground, California Psychedelic Renaissance from 82 to 86 on Futurismo. Yeah, this came out 2024 UK pressing. It's 3 records, or no, it's 2 records. 2 records and a, I believe, a insert. Let me show you the vinyl here first. It's got this kind of, I don't know, white and blue mixed. And then you got this pink. And then you got this fold out info. But this has all the, basically the hits of the Paisley Underground bands. Here's the sleeves. Here. So you have Dream Syndicate, the 3 O'Clock, Rain Parade, True West, the Bangles, Thin White Rope, Game Theory, the Long Riders, Green on Red, 28th Day. I think most of those repeat on the second record. But yeah, if you want to start, I think I have most of these records, but pretty cool to have all this in the comp. But yeah, that came out in 2024, and that's a good one. I had ordered this online and it took me forever to get it. Now, I was at a local record store just in the next town. I don't know if I showed this last time or not. If I did, forgive me. But this is Opal Early Recordings Volume 2. And, yeah, you know, Kendra Smith, David Roback. This is, I would assume, a bootleg. They don't have it on Discogs. But what they do have on Discogs is they have Opal Early Recordings Volume 1 on there, which is official. But the songs on here are not on the self-titled album or the early recordings official. So these are all new songs, or they're older songs that were never put down on vinyl slabs. And this comes with these papers that are not glued on. Take some tape them on there or something. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Man, we're getting down here. Oh yeah, here's show you the label for that. Pretty exciting. All right, and the last album I have, I'll tell you a story about this one. I ordered this online because it was on this comp, this band, and it's Wednesday week. What we had, and it's not expensive. It's a cheap record. But as soon as I get this, where I got that Opal, I went down there and they had this. $3 he had it in the bin. So of course I got it. So I'll probably end up giving that away to somebody. But here's the band. All female. Well, no, there's one male. But this sounds pretty much like the Bangles. It's really good. It had some couple of these inserts in here, but it's like for the label, you know, buying the posters, shirts. And then here's some of the releases. You got Poison, Holdsworth, Peter Hamill, Dangerously Close soundtrack, Striper, Smithereens, Agent Orange, TSOL, Game Theory, Creepers. But yeah, that was cool that those are in there. And then here's the vinyl on that. It's on Enigma. Yeah, this came out in 1986. It's their only album. I think later after this, They probably got dropped from the label, and then they ended up putting out a cassette, which is going backwards in my book. All right, that's it. And now we got some singles here I've been wanting to show. I got so many singles. I got a stack in here I ordered from Germany, and it's all Garage Revival, but I'll show those next time. Anyway, downtown Ann Arbor, I went to Encore Records and I found these. This is June 1st, 1968, U.S. press, and it's Jumping Jack Flash with Child of the Moon on the B-side. Unfortunately, this is styrene. It's mono Terre Haute pressing, but man, look at the condition on that sleeve. Somebody listened to this once and put it in their box. Label, U.S. pressings. And another one that I already had, Rolling Stones, Get Off of My Cloud, September 25th, 1965. Also a Terre Haute pressing on styrene also. But look how clean that is. So my Rolling Stone picture sleeve collection's getting pretty big. All right. Now, Michael showed this comp album, which I ended up buying after I seen his showings. But it's True West, Lucifer Sam. It's a single, 1982, and Paisley Underground. This is a 1991 reissue, U.S. press, and it's, if you haven't heard that, Lucifer Sam, they do a great rendition of it. Anyway, it's on red vinyl. Let's see it. And the B-side is the same song, and you can see everything on it is backwards. I don't know if it shows up here, but this is all backwards. It's correct here, backwards on the front. And then the B-side is the same song, but you play it from reverse out. And luckily on these turntables over here, I have a reverse switch, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, excellent song. All right, Spiz Energy, Where's Captain Kirk? From 1979, new wave punk. This is a 1980 repress. So the original one had banter at the end of the first song, like just talking gibberish, but this one doesn't have it, the reissue, and this is a UK pressing. Here's the label. But if you haven't heard Where's Captain Kirk, this is awesome. I'd say new wave punk. Bob Luman, Boston Rocker, 1961, rock and roll 4-song EP, U.S. pressing on Warner Brothers. If you haven't heard Boston Rocker, there's actually 3 of these tracks are really good, but that Boston Rocker that's a good one. And then I picked up another UK punk to add to my box, the Sniveling Shits, Terminal Stupid. And this is from October 1977. This is a repress. And what happened is the original, this has the big hole, and I think these were made in France. But the original has a small hole with the paper labels, and they only made 1,500 of them. And apparently the record manufacturer didn't like the name of the band, so they stopped production after the 1,500. They went on to a TV show or a radio show, and people went nuts over them. So over in France, they hurriedly produced a bunch more on a second press, and this is what you got. But here's the back of it. But it's really good. It's that, early punk, snotty Sex Pistols type, Johnny Rotten type voice, Check it out if you haven't seen it. All right. Man, this is a long one for me. I don't like putting out long videos. They take too long to watch. But Anyway, that's what I got for right now. Michael, if you're watching, I hope your arm's feeling better and you get back to making some videos here soon. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.